It is my 57th birthday today. I cannot believe it that I'm actually 3 years from turning 60. So I wanted to come on today and talk about my total money makeover birthday confession. What am I confessing? Nothing that is really new. If you've been watching some of my videos, I am right now. I just finished the Total Money Makeover book by Dave Ramsey. That book was so eye-opening and encouraging and inspiring. And so I'm now on my total money makeover journey. I've been trying to get started for the last couple of months. The main thing I needed to do was to get my income up in order to even be able to start this total money makeover transformation. What's my confession, you might ask? I woke up this morning. It is Monday, November the 24th, 2025, and I am officially 57 years old. And yes, I am currently in debt, nearly 50K, and that includes the vehicle that I'm upside down on, some credit cards, student loans, back taxes, and personal loans. Um, so my confession here today is that I'm feeling really ashamed of being in this position in my life and not having anything set aside, having to work multiple jobs and gig assignments and things of that nature to be able to get out of debt. Have you ever felt ashamed? Um, and I've never even talked about it really before, about how I feel about being in debt. So one thing I know um, is that I'm really disappointed in how my life has turned out thus far. But I'm working to get it better. And that's my goal, is really to be able to pay this debt off within the next 12 months, minus the car. I don't know. I think it's going to take a while before I can do that. So hopefully that's something that I am able to do soon, is work on getting out of debt within the next 12 months. Hi, how are you? Good.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Doing good.
Good. Enjoy your evening.
Yes, ma'am. You do the same.
Thank you. So, um, I'm in between my caregiving duties right now. This morning I had a caregiving client from like 9 to 1. Right now, I have to go back to that same client at 5 o'clock. So I just had a couple of minutes that I wanted to come on and make these confessions, you know. Confessions, they say, is good for the soul. Listen, the other reason I really want to confess that um, I'm feeling a bit that I am feeling ashamed of the way I have led my life so far financially up until this point, um, is to encourage others who are in the same situation that I am in. And you might be feeling ashamed of what you've done, um, and thinking to yourself that it's really too late to get out of debt, to correct your situation. You might be a little younger, you might be the same age, you might even be a little older than I am right now. But just know that it's not too late. And I was really thinking about that because it's really based on the kind of lifestyle you want to live. Now, will I be a millionaire someday? I don't know. And that's not really the goal. The goal is to be able to um, like Dave says, retire with dignity, have a little bit of fun in my adult life. I am single. I live in this beautiful area of Myrtle Beach, which is a vacation spot all its own. Um, so I have a measure of right now a measure of what do you want to call it? A measure of happiness or a measure of peace within myself because of the area I'm in, but not because of the situation I'm in. And you might be in the same situation, right? You might not have saved up. You might not have budgeted correctly or even at all. If you're like me, I grew up in a family of on welfare. My mother was a single mom. She raised me on welfare. I didn't learn anything about budgeting and finances. I just said knew to go to work and pay my bills. And um, my mother, to her respect, she didn't have credit cards or any outstanding debt or anything like that. She never financed a car. She never bought a car because she didn't drive. She never got a mortgage. None of those things happened while I was growing up with my mom, so I didn't know anything about it. And a lot of things that I ended up doing, I did by trial and error, by listening or watching what other people would do, or listening to what I thought we should be doing. You know, getting the credit cards and financing the car and buying a home. You know, all of those things I've done them, but I did them so backwards that it caused me to go into bankruptcy, to have cars repossessed, to let my credit cards default or get in get over extended on credit cards and things of that nature because I didn't know how to budget and I didn't realize that um, credit wasn't something that I really needed. So finding Dave Ramsey and listening to that at this big age of mine is something that is helping me to realize that it's not too late. So that's what I want to do. I want to encourage you guys, if you're in the same position that I'm in, maybe you had the same kind of background, that's what I'm encouraging you guys to do. Don't be ashamed because what you didn't know, you didn't know, right? And that's what I have to continue to tell myself. What I didn't know, I didn't know. I didn't know anything about buying a house until somebody showed me how to buy a house. But the thing was, I bought it and I couldn't afford it. So I didn't know anything about going to finance a car. I learned that. I didn't know anything about credit cards. I learned that. So all of those were bad habits that I learned. And now at 57, I'm learning good habits and I'm going to put those habits into practice. So I just want to encourage you guys to make sure that you don't feel you don't feel too ashamed where you you don't get started now because it's not too late for you to start. What I want you to do, comment below. Do you think it's too late for you to start? Comment below what struggles do you have? What things have you, um, what things do you want to correct? What kind of situation are you in? I want to build a community and for you guys for us to really share um, the the experiences, to let you guys know that you're not alone. So comment below, please. Also, like the video, share the video. Let me please just help others. That's my point too. Is I really want to be out to help others to become to get inspired, to not be ashamed, to grow from the point you are now, so that you're not left in in the same state, 5 or 10 years from now. So thank you guys for listening. I am on my way to work. I get to work in this beautiful area. My client is right around the corner from the beach, so what a blessing that is. But someday I hope to be on the beach. So everybody enjoy your day. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good night.